Hi, Happy New Year. This is Brian Wickland coming to you from Orlando, Florida, here at the Wine Barn. I'm lead counsel for Garfinkel Schwartz. We represent overseas contractors and longshoremen. My office is basically in Maitland, which is probably just up the road from here. I just want to let you know that the Wine Barn specializes not only in international wines from around the world, but also wood-fired pizzas in the back, and that's what I'm here for. A lot of people around town, locally here in Orlando, believe that this place has the best pizza, especially wood-fired pizza that's very, very delicious. So I'll be eating that afterwards. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I don't like to do this on videos, but I'd like to talk to you about Syria and the conflict that's going on in Syria for 2018, and it's just too complicated to paraphrase it. So I'd like to be accurate and just go ahead and read it kind of verbatim as to what we found out, what we've done. If you want any additional information on top of this video, we recommend that you go to the Global Conflict Tracker website. It's an excellent website. It basically talks about all the different potential conflicts that America could be involved in the upcoming year. It updates itself as of, like, say, today. It updated itself. And basically, as of today, based on the Global Conflict Tracker, there are 1,000 troops in Syria. Obviously, Syria continues to be a very violent and complex and difficult conflict, and we expect a lot more troops to be in Syria in the time ahead. American troops, that is. Talking with our clients, our current clients, there is a very high demand for civilian contractors, not only around the world, but in Syria itself, or at least it's coming. Why is the U.S. in Syria is pretty much the first question. Ultimately, it's because of the many world parties involved in the war surrounding control of the country. Everyone has their hand in the pot in Syria as of right now. Today, January 18th, the BBC and CNN reported that U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said the U.S., quote, will maintain an open-ended military presence in Syria to ensure the enduring defeat of the jihadist group Islamic State. Obviously, also have to counter Iranian influence and to help to end the Syrian civil war. This is just as of today, actually. The reason this is very important to our clients is because pretty much based on our research, between 3 and 4, there's a ratio between 3 and 4 contractors for every 1 military personnel in these conflicted countries, meaning that there's going to be a large demand for civilian contractors in Syria. Syria could be a very dangerous place. It would benefit you to, if you're going to Syria as a contractor, know what your rights are ahead of time. You know what your medical rights are, because who knows what type of medical treatment there is available to civilian American contractors in Syria. Tillerson also said that President Trump didn't want to make the same mistakes that were made in 2001 when U.S. forces left Iraq, which he believed was too early. Tillerson said, end quote, ISIS and al-Qaeda must suffer an enduring defeat. Tillerson said that the underlying conflict between the Syrian people and the Assad regime will only be considered resolved through a UN-led political process prescribed in UN Security Council resolutions for a stable, unified, and independent Syria under a post-Assad leadership. Syria is led by President Bashar al-Assad. Syria is an important militarily because its location to Turkey, Jordan, Lebanon, Israel, Iran, and Iraq. It's pretty much in the center point of all potential conflicts. The Middle East is the world's leading source of oil production, and Syria is located in the key point of this foreign contention. There are many, many countries involved in Syria's almost 7-year civil war. As of January 16th, which was 2 days ago, according to the Associated Press, Iran has joined countries fighting against U.S.-backed Syrian forces. So this is getting very serious. There are 30,000 troops that Iran has joined, including Russia, Turkey, and the Syrian government. These countries are fighting against the U.S., which is fighting ISIS and multiple sides, religious, tribal, and others, who are fighting for control of Syria. Initially, the civil war began as a protest against the Syrian government in 2011. The root of the Syrian civil war is war over claims of high unemployment and poverty, corruption and oppression caused by the government led by al-Assad and his excessive government control over elections. On the opposite side is Iran's rival, Saudi Arabia, believed to be supporting the Sunni-based rebels who are fighting against Assad's government. Aleppo is a predominantly Sunni-populated city. Another two parties are involved. Turkey, which supports the rebels fighting versus Assad's government. But Turkey is opposed to the U.S.-backed Kurdish fighters who are battling ISIS and ISIL, believing that some of the Kurds are members of a banned Turkish political party. The U.S. does not support Assad, and so now there are increased tensions between the U.S. and Russia, though both want to defeat ISIS and ISIL forces. The U.S. has been concerned about the 5.3 million refugees that left Syria, and they're unsure how this complex conflict will end. No matter where you travel in the world, including Syria, if you're an overseas contractor and you get injured, you got to know your rights. So if you don't call me and my firm, or look me up on the website, or look at my videos, please talk to someone, talk to a lawyer who knows about these issues, who understands the particularities of the Defense Base Act, and who can tell you what your rights are. Otherwise, if you'd like to contact me, I'll be glad to talk, and anyone in my firm would be glad to talk to you about your rights for free, hoping that nothing bad will happen. But if it does happen, you'll know what to do and how to protect yourself, both medically and financially for your family. Because a lot of times, your company is not going to tell you what to do. They're not going to explain what your rights are, and you're going to be stuck getting off a plane back home not knowing what to do. So please, again, you can contact me anytime. Good luck, be safe, and have a good new year. This is Brian Wicklund again, signing off. Take care.